Hello everybody, this is Angie at Cuckoo for Coupons, and I thought that I would make a video and explain how to hopefully get a spend threshold CRT at CVS. So it used to be that they would send them to our emails. Sometimes we would get them by text message, and I used to get them fairly often back in the day. And then more recently, there was a period where I wasn't really getting any at all. And then finally, we discovered maybe 3-4 weeks ago that there's a whole new way to do it, and it is called a flash deal now. And you can get the spend threshold CRT, but there's a little bit more work involved. So I thought I would explain what exactly you have to do. Now, keep in mind, this is not a guarantee. I have tried this 3 times now, and it's worked every single time I've tried it. But I have heard other people say that it hasn't worked for them. So really, I think you're just going to have to try it to see if it works for you. If it does, then that is amazing. If it doesn't, I'm not sure really what you can do, but hopefully you'll be able to get it to work because these spend threshold CRTs really help when we're couponing at CVS. Okay, let me go ahead and explain to you exactly what steps you need to do in order to get this spend threshold CRT if you are able to get it. So the first step is to check your email. So I usually get this on Thursday. So I say check your email on Thursday, but I suppose it could come on another day. So just make sure you're always checking your CVS emails. Because if you don't, you're missing out on a lot of savings as well, because we do get a lot of CRTs in our emails. So you're going to look for this 20% off one full price item email. If you get it, that is fantastic because this is what you are going to use in order to get your spend threshold CRT. And that leads us to step 2, which is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to go ahead and click on Get Coupon to add that 20% off one full price item to your CVS account. And then you should check your CVS account just to verify that it is there. Sometimes it does take a few minutes before it shows up in your account. So just give it a few minutes and then check. If it's not there, I would try clicking it again, or really, I don't know what you could do at that point, but hopefully it'll be there. Step 3 is that you're going to head to CVS prior to when you plan on doing your CVS haul. So this is an extra step that we have to take. We have to go to CVS twice now. So it takes up a bit more of your time, but in order to get this CRT, this is what we have to do now. So you're going to head to CVS, like I said, prior to when you plan on doing your haul. So either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Now, I say Saturday, Sunday, or Monday because those are the only days that I have tested it, and it has worked. I have heard people say that they've done it on Tuesday, and it still worked. But I don't know that for certain, so you'll have to kind of play around with it and see exactly what works for you. But these are the days that I know have at least worked for me once. Whether they keep on working for me is a different story. But at least at this point, I know that they have worked at least once. So now that you've headed to CVS, we're going to move on to step 4, which is to purchase something using that 20% off one item. And you can just get something small. You can grab some candy or you can grab a drink, whatever you want. Just make sure you use that 20% off. I have tried it at both the register and at self-checkout, and it has worked at both places. So if you find it's easier to go to self-checkout, you can. If you would rather go through the cashier at the register, you can do that too. Just make sure that you use that 20% off. So now that you have used that 20% off, that leads us to step 5, which is to check your email the following day. So the day after you used that 20% off, check your email throughout the day. Once I got it about 10 a.m., Another time it was about noon, and then the last time it was about 1 p.m. So just make sure that you're checking your email often, and then you're going to look for this Spend Threshold CRT email. I have only gotten 10 off of 70s, but I have heard that there are other amounts out there. I just haven't gotten one. But once you check your email, you're going to see an email that looks just like this. It's going to say $10 off your $70 purchase or whatever amount yours may be. And it's going to say for redeeming a recent coupon. And that is that 20% off that we used. And then below it, it's going to say get flash deal. And the reason it is called a flash deal is because it will be gone in a flash. So definitely check your email the very next day, because if you wait a couple of days and then you check your email and you're like, oh, I got one, it will already be expired. So definitely check it the next day. Which of course leads us to step 6, which is to click on that Get Flash Deal to add it to your CVS account. And again, you're going to want to go into your CVS account and verify that it is there, because we want to use that to save some money when we do our CVS haul. But here is the really, really important part. Once you have added it to your account, you only have 2 days to use it. That is, again, why it's called a flash deal. You literally only have that day and then the following day to use it. So you don't get a full 48 hours. Say you get this at 1 p.m., you only have the rest of that day plus the full following day. So you really need to be ready to do your CVS haul. It is going to take a little bit of planning. So for instance, if you know that you can't go to CVS until Tuesday or Wednesday, then you're not going to want to use that 20% off coupon until at least Monday. So that means you have to be able to make a trip to CVS on Monday as well. So it is going to take a little bit of planning on our parts, and I'll go over that right now. Okay, so if you use your 20% off on Saturday, you're going to get the CRT on Sunday. So that means you have to use it on Sunday or Monday. If you use your 20% off on Sunday, you're going to get your CRT on Monday, which means you would have to use it Monday or Tuesday. If you use your 20% on Monday, you're not going to get your CRT until Tuesday, which means you would need to use it Tuesday or Wednesday. So like I said, you're really going to have to decide when you're going to do your CVS haul. You do have a couple of days. So for instance, if I wasn't sure if I wanted to go Sunday or Monday, I could just go on Saturday, and I know that I can go Sunday or Monday. Hopefully that makes sense. If it is working on Tuesdays, like some people have said, then you would go on Tuesday, use the 20%, you would get it on Wednesday, so you would have to use it Wednesday or Thursday. Now, it is my understanding it is not working later in the week. I have not tested it myself, but I have seen other people making comments that it didn't work for them when they tried to go on Wednesday and on Thursday. I haven't seen anything about Friday, so it's possible that it could work on Friday, but keep in mind if you go on Friday, you're going to get it on Saturday, and Saturday is not the new week yet. So I'm not sure I would go on Friday unless you knew for sure you were going on Sunday to do your haul. But again, I don't even know if it works on Friday. We're really going to have to test this out. So if anybody has tried it on Friday, please let me know in the comments below. And that leads us to the final step, which is step 7, and that is to head to CVS and save some money using that Spend Threshold CRT. So hopefully you're able to get this to work and you can save some money at CVS. And then just a couple of important things to note. I've already mentioned them a little bit in the video, but I have done this 3 times now. It did work all 3 times. So I really hope that it does work for you, but that doesn't mean it will. Some people have had issues with it, so the only thing you can do is try and see if it'll work. Also, this is still very new, so this whole thing could change at any time. CVS could decide tomorrow, we're not having much luck with this, so we're not going to do this anymore. So you just never know. So as of right now, this is what is happening, but it could change. Also, again, it does not appear to be working late in the week. So I would suggest going earlier in the week if you can. And then finally, unfortunately, not everyone is getting that 20% off email. So if that is the case, I am just not sure what you could do to get a spend threshold CRT. Hopefully you will start getting them eventually, but as of right now, I don't think there is a way that you can get one unless you get that 20% off. So I'm sorry if that is the case. That is a bummer, but I'm really not sure what you can do. You can definitely check to make sure that you're signed up for emails because that could be part of the problem. Maybe you can contact customer service. I'm not really sure what to tell you, but hopefully you will eventually start getting them. And that is it. That is everything I have for you. Hopefully I explained this well enough, and I do really hope that it works for you. Again, it is possible that it won't work. This is something new that is happening, and we're all really just going to have to test it out and see if it works for us. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, if you could just take a second and hit that subscribe button, it would really help out my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and good luck couponing.